Alright, I thought I could shed some light on some of the decent games, the games that decided to do something extra for the hatch. I have like 10 games here out of the 400. Like, I mean, it really depends on your opinion on what's good. It's a very lot of stuff. This is all off memory, basically. The best way I could put it. There's no order of what these games are in. Doesn't matter what's first, what's last. Some may disagree, some may agree, but I went through the list. I literally just hovered over the title of the game and just tried to bank my memory of what was this quest. And these are the games that I remember. There might be better, there might be more that you might consider, but these are the only ones I remember that are considerably different, and you might see a theme here in some of these games. Basically, so the first one, I'll have everything timestamped, and everything should tell you if you want to play these updates or play this certain quest for the hatch. Of course, you have to join the exact portal and teleport from the hatch in order to see anything you're seeing right now. That is how you're able to play these quests, basically. Okay, and so everything should be timestamped and the portal that the game is in, so you can just teleport there if you want to. The first one that we're showcasing kinda here is Retroware, or I forgot what it's called, to be honest. Retrostudio, that's what it's called. Nothing crazy, okay, when it comes to the quest that's added. It is just like a fun little parkour, but like, it's something that's just, something extra, like it's pretty short, it's pretty sweet. And you might be thinking like, oh yeah, it's just like some parkour here and there, but like when you compare it to most of the other games that's not chosen, it's like way better than everything else. So other than that, that's it. So you do a little bit of parkour, a little bit of a nostalgic blast of the past type dealio, and yeah, so that's that. Now the next game we're going to be going over is going to be DAYCARE, and DAYCARE is in, what portal is it in? It is in, let's see real quick here. I think it's in Darkness as well, but yeah, in Darkness. So DAYCARE, this one's a bit difficult to get into, but the actual quests, it's pretty cool. So you first spawn in we need to get a scientist to let you in, or if you spend at least 5 minutes in the game, then you can spawn in as a scientist, and then you can go into this room on its own. But normally you would need to have somebody else let you in, and then you could do this part, right? So that's how that works, basically. So it's kind of a little bit of horror story. It's longer than you would normally do normal quests, but hey, like I said, this is something that we should ask for in an event, and what we should expect sometimes when there's not 400 games to play. And yeah, so you would run through this as you would, and yeah, I'm not going to show the whole thing because it's very long. It's like 10, 15, 17 minutes, 7 minutes to do this, so up to you. But other than that, it is pretty simple, and up to you if you want to do it or not. But like I said, you're gonna see a similar theme with most of these games, pretty much. All right, so the next game is going to be the musical chairs game. One of the musical chairs game. Musical chairs, it's called. It teleports to a hatch lobby. And yeah, so this one is probably one of the better ones. You can play with other people, or you could do it solo, up to you. But it's legit just a boss fight that is, well made, of course. So if you enjoy this kind of stuff, if you missed this one, then pause the video, go to, what portal is it? I don't know. I'll just say it in the description, but go to the portal and enjoy your time, basically. All right. So I'm gonna do a little boss fight, which is like, there's some boss fight, other ones have boss fights as well, I think, but this one is like, the other one boss fight was like the morph game, but I don't know if that one is like in the game already. I could be wrong. That's why I didn't put that game in the video technically, because I thought it's hard to really tell you, because I don't play that game obviously, so I didn't know if it was part of the was it made for the event, or they're just reusing the boss fight? If it is brand new, then yeah, I'll consider the morph game pretty good as well. But I don't think it's brand new. I wouldn't be able to tell you, to be honest with you, when it came to that information. Other than that, very cool fight. You know, a lot more extra effort, you know, in most of these, you know what I mean? So there's that. Now there was this one game I forgot. I don't know where it is. It's like some anime game, but it's just like a cool little cutscene intro. But I don't know what game it was. I forgot what it was. But if I knew what it was, then I would have put it in the video as well. But I don't know what game it was. If I could find it, it would be a little difficult to 400 games to look through. Okay, too hard for me to find. Anyway, so that is this one, musical chairs. Next game, another long one. Actually, I lied. This is not a long one. This is oh, wrong cut there. My bad. Anyways, this one is 7 Days to Live. This one is very long, but obviously worth if you enjoy kind of stuff. Another horror game. These horror games are starting to show that they want to do the cool stuff, I guess you could say. So another horror game type dealio. 7 Days to Live. So just follow the story, dialogue, all that stuff. Very cool quests. If you want to do it yourself, then pause the video, do it yourself. And yeah, so I'm gonna show the whole thing because it'll be very long, but yeah, I'll be honest with you. Even at this part, I remember when I was streaming this, there's a part after you do the code thingy for the door here. It was actually more than I remember, because I remember streaming this part and it didn't do the extra part. My game bugged, I think, and but it still gave me like egg after. Maybe they added more after that. I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not, but for me at least, after this door part, there's actually more that was added, I think, unless it was always in it, then I'm not entirely sure. Other than that, yeah, so that's the 7 days to 7 days to live, basically. But I didn't know this next part existed. Like after this door opened up, I thought I got the end cutscene and then that's it. But it kept going. It would put us in like this 2D part. And like I was like, am I misremembering? 'Cause I really don't remember. I don't remember this part. You know what I mean? Like I don't remember doing this, like doing the sideways part. So I don't think I'm misremembering this part, because there's no way I would have forgot about this. It surprised me, so that's that. Anyways, next game. So next game, another horror game. You know, it's hard to really pinpoint this one. I thought it was just like, is it part of the game normally? Probably is, but I feel like to just use like an old map or something, but I mean, I'm not like a horror enjoyer. Don't get me wrong, guys. I don't play horror games, but I mean, I thought it's just a lot more than a normal just run around the map. You know, I mean, you run around the map, but I mean, yeah, dodge Freddy, and you know, it's very simple, nothing crazy, but using their assets, of course. But you know, I thought this was pretty good engagement, and you know, for just something that's very short. Not difficult. If you die, it's a reset, so nothing very that complicated. But I mean, it's pretty fun if you like that kind of stuff. All right, so next game is going to be the Together game. This is the co-op game, but when you do the quest for the hatch, it is a single player little adventure here. Now you might be wondering, okay, well, then why is it a single player adventure instead of being a co-op adventure? Well, the reason why, let me explain this. So before this event was going to start or release, it was said that when you entered a portal, it would be a random game. And so with that in mind, these developers had to create single player stuff mostly because you wouldn't be able to join a friend technically if it was a random portal. Right, because you weren't able to pick the game. You had to go through the portal in order to see the client side or the teleport to this, you know, subplace in order to do this quest. So, with that being said, this had to be made before they changed last minute that you're able to join a portal and pick any game in that portal. That choosing a game allows you to join a friend because it's the Roblox website. So there's that. Anyway, next game is this Beat Bounce. Now, I don't know if they specifically made these maps for the event. I would assume so, as my best guess. If they did, they're not, and I could be wrong. But I mean, something extra. I mean, it's the game itself, which is, there's a lot of quests that are just like the game itself. But I just believe that this one is just some maps put together that I feel like it's not used in the game normally. I could be wrong, but I think they're still good quests, and could be a little bit fun for people who don't really play those games that much. So I don't know, but that's how I feel about this one. It's good, a good addition to the thing. So up to you of how you think about this one, but I think it's just something like that's basically. Anyways, this is looking. My brain's hurting looking at this. All right, next up, I put in Tower Heroes. Not this game. My cutting is all scuffed. I put Tower Heroes in. It's not like groundbreaking or anything. It's like I was an honorable mention. These last games here, like these are just extra. Like it's not the actual like most of the tower defense games. You just play a tower defense map. You know what I mean? Which makes sense, obviously. But for this game, decided to do this extra part where you just do this claw machine minigame, pick up the egg of the claw machine, and then that's it. That's the quest. Very short, nothing complicated. The controls aren't anything crazy or anything desirable, but at least it's something, not just the tower defense game. I don't know. It's just like it's good, but it's not bad. It's just up there. It's better than most, I would say. 400 games. Right, so next game, another like honorable mention. I put Jailbreak in. It's very short quests and very easy. Maybe it isn't like the best or the greatest quest, but I would say it is an effort that is not just going to like rob a place. It's like a little story, little puzzle, and then you get the very short, very simple, and honestly deserves to just take a look, but it's also nothing. Yeah, you get some free rewards too if you do play Jailbreak, which people probably did this already, but I mean, in-game rewards are nice, I guess. But other than that, nothing crazy with this one, but I just want to put it in the video as well. The last game I put in here is just a meme. I thought, it's not the best, it's not the greatest, but I thought if you want the most overstimulated, the most brain rot update or quests, I would say this is the one. This quest to get this egg is probably the one you would want to play, and just lose your mind, I guess. All right, so it's just literally just random events, the most random stuff attack you. You gotta find the egg around the map, and that's it. Simple, but also the random events reminds me of like the old Roblox disaster games, and then you just random map and then random event, boom, and you find the egg, and that's it. So all right, and that's kind of my small list. I mean, look, I could always miss one, and I may be wrong about some stuff. All right, no big deal, but I mean, I'm always gotta just appreciate the extra effort that some of these games put into, instead of just I mean always the developers are told to put in and then just leave it in, like just join the game in there for 2 minutes, that's it. But there's no problem, nothing bad of adding some extra stuff, some extra flavor. We don't mind. We all want to see something good, so hopefully this gives it some light and we can support the developers that put in some extra work. Like I said, I try my best to pick and choose which ones I liked, but it's been like a week or so since I remember all of them. Like War Machines, you fly around some hoops, that's cool, but I think Roblox Reality is pretty good. You just drive around a track, but like it's just a game, and I don't know if it was a brand new track or just a track they used before, but it's fun if you like driving. What else is there? It's hard to remember everything, but like I remember most of these, so don't get me wrong. But some of these you just don't Like they're all just very simple. Just join the game and pick up the egg, which is supposed to be like, it's supposed to be like that. You know what I mean? So it's very hard, but the ones I picked are like stories, horror. You know, most of it's horror, but it's just difficult to really like. What is the range I'm looking for? You know, hard to say. There's gonna be some that's pretty good though that I probably missed. I think that's the ones that I've chosen, and I think those are the ones I'm gonna go with for this video. Everybody will have their own opinion, so just tell you can recommend some of them in the comments and see what people say about them, you know. So how about that? Boat is like a small little thing, and yeah, I'm gonna go through everything, but there you go. Enjoy.